Hello, welcome back. Regal Smith here, and it is back to school season. So today I'm going to share with you some of my favorite tips and products to help support children as they go back to school to stay healthy, not just the first part of the school year, but all season long. So we're going to talk today about immune supporting oils, oils to help decrease anxious feelings, how to soothe an upset stomach, oils to support more restful sleep, some products that will help to increase alertness and support the brain so they can help enhance focus and study time. We're also going to talk about a couple supplements for whole body nutrition, perfect for children. So first, let's talk about how to support a healthy immune system. And one of the easiest things that we do every day is when my daughter goes to school, she rolls on either the doTERRA Stronger oil from the kids line or the On Guard oil, just a drop on the bottoms of her feet. So she keeps these right next to her toothbrush. First thing in the morning when she's brushing her teeth, she'll roll this on, rub it in, put her socks on, or adds one drop of On Guard, rubs it in the bottom of her feet, and goes about her day. Now, these oils have both been scientifically shown to help support a healthy immune system. So that's one of the simplest things you can do. Another thing that you can do is to always be diffusing. We're in an ABD house, always be diffusing. And you can add On Guard or other doTERRA essential oils that you like to your diffuser and just start to get into that habit. It's the easiest, most effective, and most economical way to help give your whole family that little boost to help support their immune system and to decrease the risk of pathogens in your environment. Now, it doesn't always have to be On Guard oil. I do like to diffuse this around fall time. It kind of smells like a fall spice to me with that cinnamon and eucalyptus, the wild orange, rosemary, and it just is a really lovely aroma. But you could also diffuse other doTERRA oils that you like. Things like Arex would be great, citrus oils, Purify, the Abode oil, which is a really clean smelling oil. You could also do diffuser blends with just about any combination that you do like, and I'll include a bunch of diffuser blends linked in my back to school blog that will be for not just the immune system, but other things to help support the back to school season and things we might experience. So just get in the habit of filling that diffuser every morning. Citrus oils is a great way to wake up, which brings me to my next tip, which is this diffuser blend to help wake up yourself and your little ones in the morning. This is a great blend in the morning, wild orange and peppermint. Just put a couple drops of each in your diffuser and it starts to fill the space. You can also put it in your hands. Little ones probably don't like the peppermint right in their hands because it can be really strong near the eyes. But for parents, myself, I absolutely love this. I call it my morning cup of coffee without the coffee, and I just do a couple drops each of peppermint and wild orange, rub it together, and breathe it in. And you can do this midday, you can do it in the morning, whenever you feel like you need a pick-me-up. And that peppermint's going to help wake up the left side of the brain, and the wild orange is going to help wake up the right side of the brain. So it's a really nice way to wake everyone up in the morning. Throw that in the diffuser and get ready for your day. If it's study time and you want some oil specifically to help focus and calm the brain, one of the oils that I really like to diffuse is rosemary. And rosemary has been scientifically shown in research to increase memory. When children were testing, when they studied and smelled the scent of rosemary, and then they tested later and smelled rosemary, they could recall more when they smelled that same aroma, specifically rosemary. And rosemary on its own might not be your favorite smell. I happen to really love it, but if it's not, mix it with peppermint or grapefruit or lemon. Those are all great to wake up the brain, and that would be something that's nice for study time. If your little one or yourself needs more calming support to focus their brain, there is a blend called In Tune, and this was a blend that years ago was formulated specifically for people who need a little bit more support to have attention and focus to calm down all their brain, right? So if you're somebody who needs that extra support, the best place to apply it is to roll it on this little soft triangle. It's called your suboccipital triangle. It's that little soft spot where your skull and the back of the neck meets. rub that in tune on that area, and it's going to help calm the central nervous system and help people focus and have a little bit more attention throughout the day and apply as needed. So that's a great option as well. Let's talk about maybe if you have an anxious child, or maybe you're anxious sometimes, have occasional anxious feelings. A couple oils that I like, there are many, but the two that I recommend the most are probably Balance and Adaptive. Now, Balance is, well, first of all, the way you would use either of these, you can just put it right on your pulse points. Just a drop right on your pulse points. Rub it kind of behind your ears. It actually feels really nice, kind of rubbed on the ears. We don't put essential oils inside of our ear canal, but we can rub them along on the side. And this is great for both children and adults. It is diluted in a base of fractionated coconut oil already, so it's safe to apply directly. And so is the Adaptive Touch oil. The roll-on is already pre-diluted, so you can just roll that on. Now the Balance is more of a grounding aroma. I would say this one's more masculine, not necessarily for boys. It can be for girls or boys, but has a more masculine, earthy aroma. I certainly use both of them. It has frankincense, spruce, blue tansy. It kind of smells like a hike in the forest. And you know that grounding feeling perhaps when you're in nature? That's kind of what it reminds me of. So this is a great one for little ones that feel a little bit anxious. Another option is Adaptive. And Adaptive was named for the concept of being adaptive to our life's changing circumstances. So it's another one that helps to calm the central nervous system in a similar way to Balance. You might find that you like one more than the other, and use them at different times. I would say this one has a more feminine aroma, but men, my husband uses it. It's not just for females by any means. It's for boys, girls, men, women. But this has a slightly more floral, a little bit brighter aroma. And in this, it has wild orange, lavender, copaiba, spearmint, magnolia, rosemary, neroli, and sweet gum. And this would be another option as well. And I didn't bring the bottle, but another one, if you want somebody, a little one that has wants a little bit more confidence, there's an oil called Brave. It's from the kids line. It's this white bottle and then an orange label that says Brave. That one's kind of a fun, bright, citrusy aroma that's good for little ones that just want that little boost of confidence as they're walking into the classroom or making new friends. Another thing that you can try is if your little one or yourself needs a little bit more sleep at night, this is a great idea to start diffusing at night or maybe an hour before bedtime to help everybody calm down. Serenity is the restful blend, and this blend was specifically designed for more restful sleep. And the study showed that when this was diffused, people did have a deeper, more restful night of sleep. So you could put this also on the bottoms of the feet. There's also a Serenity sleep stick that kind of has like a shea butter base that you can rub on your feet. We love that one. It also has a little bit of valerian root, but you could also diffuse this in the bedrooms is a great place. You can diffuse it in your main space, or another oil that just feels calming and helps you get into that space of knowing it's sleep time. You could also add a drop of this to the bathtub. We do that for my daughter as well. And sometimes add it to a little bit of Epsom salts and add it to her bath to help her sleep before bed. Now, if you have a little one that gets upset stomachs, whether it's from nerves or eating something that doesn't agree with them, there are two options you can try. You can use the Digest Zen, which is the one that I use most frequently, but it does have a little bit of fennel. So it has kind of that black licorice aroma, and if that is not your thing, then use the oil called Tamer from the kids line. I don't know why I didn't bring my kids line oils, but the kids line has the white label, and the kids line is just a heavily diluted version of our oils for everybody, all ages, but especially those with sensitive skin. So there's a blend called Tamer, and it has a teal label from the kids line that you could try as well, and it does not smell like fennel. It's a very mild aroma. But you could use the Digest Zen or the Tamer, and you would just rub it right on the abdomen as needed, and that works really well. Also great for long car trips or people that are prone to kind of motion sickness. Another thing I didn't talk about during the immune section was just the On Guard hand mist. The sanitizing mist is what my daughter keeps in her backpack. We are not germ freaks. We welcome germs. It helps to boost our immune system, but sometimes it's just nice to have this in the backpack to be able to use as needed. Now, my final three are items to help support whole body nutrition. So we know that our gut health really is linked to our immune system, our brain health, a lot of things. So there are some options for this. The first is this set that is the A to Z multivitamin chewable, which is really easy and tastes delicious. My daughter, every morning she gets out her little multivitamin. It says on the label how many to take. For her age, she's taking 2. It has a little happy face on it. I don't know if you can see that in the camera. But it tastes great, and it gets her extra vitamins. You know, we try to feed our kids healthy, right? And they might not be getting everything they need from food. So I like to help supplement to help get the rest. And then this is one of her favorites. It's the IQ Omega, and it's an orange flavor Omega. You keep it refrigerated, and it's in an oil base. And she just takes it by the spoonful. She absolutely loves this. This is for brain health specifically and development. And she's loved this ever since she was little. You know, I think even before 1, I looked up about fish oil and when I could start giving her omega-3s, and she's loved it ever since. If your child doesn't love the flavor, just put it in a little bit of a smoothie or juice if your child drinks juice or whatever. You can mix it, but it does have a little bit of an orange flavor. And the final one, which almost all children and adults love, is the PB Assist. This is a probiotic gut complex. I do recommend all of them, but if you can only pick one for budget reasons or whatever it may be, I would pick the PB Assist. There really isn't a lot of stuff like this on the market, and it's a high quality probiotic that also tastes delicious. So she puts this in her lunch and takes it like a dessert. And sometimes I take it after dinner because it has that sweet flavor from the xylitol, which is also good for your teeth, but no sugar. It's almost like if probiotic met a healthy pixie stick, that's kind of what it tastes like. Kind of resembles like the inside of a pixie stick. You just rip off the top and you pour it right in your mouth. So very easy to take, delicious, and it helps to support the healthy gut microbiome. So linked below, I'll have more recipes for back to school, including my hair recipe using rosemary that helps repel those little bugs that little children like to share this time of year when they share hair ties and stuff. You definitely want to make up a batch of that, some diffuser blends, and some other recipes. So let me know in the comments below how you use your oils for back to school, or if you have any questions. And of course, if you need your doTERRA at wholesale pricing, which is 25% below retail, you can order on my website linked below at Bliss Mama, get wholesale pricing for free, and order whenever you want at that discount, no monthly minimums. So if you have any questions, I'd love to hear from you. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.